What happens when a casual morning show conversation turns into a heated confrontation that leaves everyone speechless? Today we're diving into the explosive moment that had Kylie Kelce walking off the Today with Jenna and Friends show after what began as light banter spiraled into a tense standoff. This was supposed to be a simple interview. Kylie had been invited to discuss her upcoming charity initiative, a feel-good 20-minute segment highlighting her foundation's work and some behind-the-scenes stories from life in the NFL spotlight. Jenna Bush Hager had prepared warm, friendly questions, and producers expected smooth television. The show opened with smiles and energy. Jenna greeted Kylie with her trademark enthusiasm. "We are so excited to have you with us this morning. And I have to say, you look absolutely radiant today." Kylie, relaxed and confident, returned the warmth. "Thank you so much for having me, Jenna. I'm really excited to talk about the work we're doing with the foundation and some of the amazing people we've been able to help." The interview began on exactly the right note. Kylie spoke passionately about her foundation's efforts to support youth sports in underserved communities, sharing touching stories about kids who had been impacted. The audience was engaged, the conversation was positive, and it seemed like everything was on track. Then came the turn. Jenna leaned in with a question that immediately shifted the tone. "Speaking of Jason, there's been quite a bit of discussion about NFL wives and their level of involvement in their husbands' careers. Some people feel that certain wives, particularly those who are very vocal, might be crossing boundaries. What are your thoughts on that balance?" The studio seemed to freeze. Kylie's smile tightened. "I think supporting your spouse in their career is pretty normal, don't you?" She replied, but Jenna pressed further. "Of course, support is wonderful, but some people say wives are becoming almost as famous as the players themselves, sometimes overshadowing them." The air grew heavy. Kylie straightened in her chair. "Every family handles their public presence differently. I don't think there's a right or wrong way." Still, Jenna didn't let go. "When the focus shifts from the athletes to their personal lives, doesn't that diminish the players' achievements?" Kylie's voice sharpened. "Are you suggesting that wives supporting their husbands somehow takes away from their accomplishments? Because that seems like a pretty outdated way of thinking." The audience stirred. Co-hosts exchanged nervous glances. Producers behind the cameras looked unsure whether to cut to commercial. Trying to smooth things over, Jenna said, "I didn't mean it that way. I just think family visibility can sometimes create distractions." Kylie leaned forward. "So women supporting their husbands is now a distraction? That's what we're going with here?" The tension was undeniable. A co-host tried to jump in, urging them back to Kylie's foundation work. But Kylie wasn't ready to move on. "No, I think we should finish this conversation. Apparently, there's some kind of standard NFL wives are supposed to meet. Should we not attend games? Should we not celebrate our husband's successes? Should we pretend we don't exist?" Jenna's composure cracked. She defended her questions as broader, but Kylie wasn't buying it. "Right. So when you talk about certain wives being too famous, that's just a general observation? Not about anyone specific?" The studio had gone completely silent. Kylie's frustration boiled over. "I came here to talk about helping kids. Instead, you want to debate whether I'm too visible as a supportive wife. Is that really what morning television has come to?" Jenna pushed back. "I've been doing this job for years. Kylie, if you can't handle a discussion about your public profile, maybe you shouldn't have agreed to come on television." Gasps rippled through the studio. Kylie's eyes widened. "Excuse me? Did you just say I can't handle being on television because I objected to your inappropriate questions?" Jenna immediately backpedaled, but the damage was done. Kylie shot back with precision. "I didn't prepare to be lectured about how to be a proper NFL wife by someone who's never been married to a professional athlete." The remark stung, and Jenna bristled. "I don't need to be married to an athlete to observe what's happening in sports. And frankly, some of the behavior from NFL families has been over the top." Kylie seized on it. "There it is. You think my support is attention-seeking? You think I should step back, stay quiet, and not embarrass myself or the NFL?" The audience leaned forward, holding their breath. When Jenna suggested Kylie was being overly sensitive, it was the breaking point. Kylie stood up, her chair sliding back. "Overly sensitive? If Tom Brady's father was vocal about supporting him, Would you call him a distraction? No. But when it's women, suddenly it's attention-seeking. Jenna couldn't answer. Her silence said everything. Kylie gathered her purse. I came here in good faith to talk about charity work. Instead, I've been subjected to a thinly veiled attack on my character and my marriage. That's not journalism. That's gossip disguised as serious television. Before leaving, one co-host begged her to share something about her foundation. Kylie softened slightly, turning to the camera. The foundation is doing incredible work to give kids access to sports regardless of income. If viewers want to help, they can visit our website. That's what matters, not whether I'm too vocal or too visible. Her sincerity struck a powerful contrast with the hostility that had consumed the interview. With her bag over her shoulder, Kylie looked back at Jenna one last time. You had a chance to highlight something meaningful. Instead, you attacked a woman for supporting her husband. I hope it was worth it. She walked off the stage, leaving the studio in stunned silence. Jenna sat frozen, her professional facade shattered. The co-hosts scrambling to cut to commercial. And just like that, what should have been a feel-good morning segment became one of the most talked-about walk-offs in daytime television history. So, what do you think? Was Kylie right to stand her ground and walk away, or should she have handled things differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more explosive celebrity moments that leave audiences stunned.